Hey sippers, welcome back to another hot gossip video. Now, I don't know who realizes this, but Cardi B has been copying Nicki Minaj's movements in terms of how Nicki Minaj interacts and who she interacts with. Now, I'm a Caribbean girl, and recently I realized Nicki and the Jamaican TikTokers and other artists has been, communicating in good spirit. Like, people genuinely respects Nicki Minaj in Jamaica. Now, ever since Nicki has been, communicating with Jamaican TikTokers, also, has been really promoting Jamaican music. Here comes Cardi B, listening to Jada Kingdom, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just highlighting to people that Cardi B, honey, the girl is very sneaking, and this is why I'm not the biggest Barty Gang fan, because the girl has been, and this is my honest opinion by the way, Cardi B to me has been copying Nicki Minaj since her whole entire career. Since Cardi B came in this industry, it's all about keeping jabs and tabs on Nicki Minaj. What is Nicki Minaj doing, and how am I going to copy her? How am I going to make the next move? Because she has been listening to Jamaican songs, making reference to Jamaican terms like Nicki has always been. And she realizes that Nicki's getting so much standing ovation from Jamaicans. So Cardi B is like, you know what? Since Nicki Minaj has such a longevity in rap, and I don't want to flop, let's see if I could follow Nicki Minaj and do the same thing as Nicki. That way, I don't have to go back to the pole. I don't have to, depend on Offset. This is how I'm going to stay in the industry. I'm going to do anything Nicki's doing because Nicki has relevancy for years. I think Cardi B knows she's flopping. She's so terrified of flopping. So the girl has no choice but to really keep tabs on Nicki and to copy Nicki Minaj. So many people would say, oh, I'm lying. First of all, I said it's my opinion. I think that's what Cardi B's doing. And not because she's Cardi B and she posts all those motivational stuff and acts as if, oh, she's a good person. I don't think she's genuinely a good person either. Okay? Because the girl has said some pretty awful things on Twitter, wishing death on people, calling people some derogative names, especially black women. The other day, she wished death on Offset. And I was like, what kind of mother does something like that? He's the father of your kids, and you're wishing death on this man. But everybody wants to ignore it. She also told Offset to go back to Africa, move to Africa. And I'm like, how did that came about? Why you had to mention Africa? And I found that so disrespectful. Yet, nobody's talking about it. But if Nicki were to come out with Kenneth Petty, Nicki's going to be roasted. Nicki's going to be dragged because she married, RSO, who did his time while he was a minor, which is very odd to me. Y'all want to drag Nicki Minaj, but it's never to really pay attention to what Cardi B is doing. And I feel like Cardi B is so heavily protected by Nicki's ops and these corporate giants that Nicki raps about. Nicki knows exactly what's happening. Hence why she went on a hiatus, basically to hide her tracks, because she knows Cardi B is copying her. When you talk about looks, you can say yes, Cardi B has the looks. She knows how to dress. She's like one of the best dressed female rappers. But what can you say about her talent? What can you say about her music? What can you say about Cardi B making a proper speech? It would be something to laugh about because, they put Cardi B on this high pedestal only for her to flop. I'm not saying the girl is going to go back to the pole, but I'm just saying, honey, the music is not given. But she could rock them outfits though. And if Cardi B is the rapper that people want to see replace Nicki Minaj, then I could just say easily, people, they don't really know or understand the taste of real music. They want to kick Nicki out so they could replace Nicki with Cardi B? That doesn't make any sense to me. And I'm praying Nicki doesn't go anywhere, don't go on a permanent hiatus, baby. Stay. And Nicki has been fighting so heavily to really preserve her career because, having so many people trying to get you blackballed is not easy. And it's not as if Nicki has a big team or an entourage that helps her. She only has her fans. And the fact that Nicki fans has been preserving her career for years, it genuinely means that Nicki is very powerful in this industry. And I know this is old news, but I'll never forget Cardi B throwing a shoe at Nicki Minaj at the Harper Bazaar without having a sensible explanation. And the fact that Cardi B overheard Nicki's allegedly saying something about her child, which is not true, it means that I feel like that moment was so orchestrated and planned. They literally paid Cardi B off to beef with Nicki Minaj. And that's my opinion, okay? And that's my belief. They paid that girl to beef with Nicki Minaj because up to this day, I don't know what's the reason. I think Cardi B is just so jealous. Plus, Offset wanted to date Nicki Minaj. Offset liked Nicki Minaj. And probably Cardi B felt so bad, the person who she loves is into someone else. And she has to live with that embarrassment for the rest of her life. Nicki Minaj throwing shade at Cardi B to say, oh, watch your man. Because everybody knows Offset and what he has done. And again, Cardi B has to live with that for the rest of her life. I'd be upset too. I'd be bitter too. Beefing with girls because apparently your husband cannot stay home. You're trying to control a man. That doesn't make any sense. Hence why she's in this situation, because while she was so busy paying someone to fight girls over Offset and go sliding into females' DMs, questioning those girls about Offset did her so dirty, publicly humiliated Cardi B on Twitter. He called her burnt, okay? He was basically saying your career is burnt, done. Because genuinely, I think Offset realizes that Cardi B is flopping. She's flopping. I don't care what nobody says. I think Cardi B is flopping, okay? And it's nothing to laugh at, but it's just how she behaves. Okay, she can go and beef with the queen of rap. First of all, Cardi B doesn't really have a foundation. To go and beef with someone who opened the door for you is just crazy work. You're gonna be hit with a karma. Dragging Nicki Minaj, throwing a shoe at Nicki Minaj, someone who really ran so you could walk, is given nasty work. But let me know what y'all think down below in the comment section, guys. Do not forget to like this video, share if you care, hit the notification bell, and see you guys some other time. And thank you for sipping with us.